Hello, my name is Michelle Graff, and these are my 5 things I wish somebody would have told me. Number 1, everyone has something to teach you. When I started my career fresh out of college, I was eager to apply my knowledge. And although I recognized I had a lot more to learn, I thought I had to learn it from the experts. And I made a bad habit of summing people up by what I thought they could teach me. Looking back, I see I missed a lot of opportunities. Now I realize that in every relationship, good or bad, there's always something you can learn. Number 2, just show up. I sometimes think about all the times I turned down an invitation because I didn't think I would feel comfortable, or worse yet, I didn't think my presence mattered. That was before a wise friend of mine gave me some good advice. If someone takes the time to invite you, they believe there's a reason for you to be there. So show up. And that doesn't mean that you shouldn't set boundaries. What it means is respecting being present for others as meaningful use of your time. Both personally and professionally, this advice has added value to my life. Number 3, keep reading. I love to read. Everything from fiction to nonfiction to research articles. I make sure to set aside time each day just for reading. But this wasn't always the case. When I finished my master's degree, I was a little burned out on reading. And as I got busier with my career, it became a low priority. I saw reading as something you do after the work is done. Now I see it as an essential part of my work. Reading expands both knowledge and perspective. It makes everything else possible. Number 4, take walks. For years, when I was working for someone else, I saw too many breaks as a distraction from the work that needed to be done. It took working for myself to realize that I'm the most productive when I honor the ebb and flow of productivity. We define productivity as producing an output, but it is equally as important to spend time learning and processing. When I'm stuck trying to produce an outcome, I take a walk. This allows new information to settle into context and for my thoughts to gain clarity. And by the time I return, I know exactly what next to do. Number 5, when you're not sure what you need to do, focus on what you can do that someone else needs. When this pandemic first began, I had a month worth of live events canceled. And like a lot of people, I was frozen by the uncertainty of what was happening. My first plan of action was to just wait it out. But I have 2 sisters who jumped right into sewing masks for healthcare providers. It inspired me to want to do something myself. But since I never learned how to sew, I had to do something that I knew. So I offered a free online course on compassion fatigue as a thank you to helping professionals that were on the front line. To my surprise, I filled 100 spots in about 12 hours. Not only was I contributing something that was needed, but it shifted the course of action for my business because it opened my eyes to ways to continue to provide my services as well as expand my reach. And those are my 5 things I wish somebody would have told me.